Good morning, back on the road. This is where I came to last night, and my stick is still here. I just left it up here, and I'm gonna be using it again because today I'm gonna cross the river. It's not going according to plan. There's a new bridge I wanted to cross. I wanted to walk over the river, and even if you read online, it says the bridge was opened on the 4th of January. That's Myanmar's Independence Day. But when you're here, you ask around people, they say the bridge is not open yet. So anything you find, all the information online is not quite true. So they're still doing some whatever, just some work, and they're gonna open it, but nobody knows really when. So I have to just walk down to the river and find a ferry to go to Dala Township. So today's walking is gonna be basically in the southern part of Yangon, and Dala Township is kind of like the poor part of Yangon, a lot of slums, and after that it's gonna be basically walking like 15 kilometers in just like through nothing, just rice fields, and because it's not really developed, because of the problem of the connection. So once the bridge is built, people are gonna cross easily, and the southern part of Yangon might be developed, but for now it's yeah, not as developed. So we're gonna see. Walking today is no big deal. I can walk, it's not even that far today, but we're gonna see how difficult it's gonna be to come back to the river. So let's go. Let's go. So now we arrived to the really old part of Yangon, which was like the really dense populated area around Chinatown and towards the river. You can see it's still very lively. Markets, even the pub street last night is just in this area, and many people live here. It's very dense. Many of these streets are just for walking, for restaurants, markets, and not even cars driving through. Oh, nice stuff. Food, clothes, all kinds of stuff. Dried fish, lime. Looking good, and early in the morning it's not as hot, and things still don't smell that bad. Later on during the day, when all the stuff is left on the ground, it starts smelling pretty bad. But for now, looking good, very good. There's some really good looking stuff. Nice fish, shrimp, lots of stuff early in the morning. So much fish actually. There's some sausages, but lots of fish. And I'm pretty sure the fish is not as expensive as in Europe. In Europe you pay, I don't know how much. Good example is 2 nights ago we went eating with my friend, and Jasmine, she ordered a whole fish. In Germany you would have paid 50 euro in the restaurant just for one fish. It was 7-8 of us, and Jasmine ate fish. I had some squid, plus we had everybody drinks, rice, salads, all kinds of stuff. The table was so full we could not even finish so much food, and the total was for 50 euro for all of us. So much cheaper than what you pay in the West, and most likely a lot of fish even comes from Southeast Asia, and all the shrimp and stuff. So very expensive in the West, but probably quite cheap. I mean, not for the people who live here, but much cheaper. So I gotta wait for all these young monks to go outside. They were probably just having breakfast, I would assume. But nice seeing them so young. Everybody shaved their head. Interesting. And then you see young girls. They gonna be nuns. They have a kind of like a pink robe. Very interesting to be in Myanmar. But also what surprises me a lot is that there's actually a lot of Muslim people in Yangon. I did not know that. I didn't expect it at all. But you see them a lot. Many old buildings here in the central part of Yangon. Mogul Hall. Quite impressive. Probably from the Mughal era. I don't know. I would assume so. It's probably a mosque now. That's how it looks for me, but I'm not quite sure. The All Myanmar Shia Muslim Organization. See? Just the minaret looks like it's a mosque, but probably is. Probably it is. See all these side roads? Old buildings, very old, but people still live there. Would need some renovation, but I think it's just there's not enough money to renovate all these buildings. But this is how all this stuff looked like during the British Empire. Look at these buildings. And I think people lived inside everywhere, even this old one. Very old, but you have air conditioners up there on the windows, so it's still being used. So now we're at the very heart of Yangon. The Sule Pagoda, which is in the midst of town, roundabout. The Yangon City Hall. Beautiful park here, a church, an old colonial building. Very beautiful and peaceful in the morning. So like I said, if you feel like visiting Yangon for 2 or 3 days, it's no problem. Even in 20... Yangon is really a beautiful city. There's the High Court. Very nice building here, colonial style, built by the British probably. Only the clock is not working anymore. It's 6:30, but actually already 8. And you're looking around, it's so peaceful in the morning. So peaceful and nice. And nobody really harassing me. Nothing. It feels very nice. People are so laid back. It's I love it when people ask you, you want to ride something, you just say no, and they're just accept it. They really just accept it, even though maybe some guys need the money more than whatever in Bali or in Angkor Wat. They're very pushy, but receive I don't know, millions of tourists, but still very pushy. Here, nobody's pushy. It's really amazing being in Yangon. Okay, let's go to the ferry terminal. It seems like it had some better days. The escalator is not working. It's looking pretty rough. Could be nicer. That doesn't matter. I just want to go to Dala. So let's see where we can buy the ticket, how it works. I think it's not expensive, but the locals don't pay really a lot, but foreigners always have to pay like 10 times more. So let's go check. It seems like I'm just arriving on time. 3,000 kyat, so it's less than $1, 75 cents for foreigners. Locals must pay only like a tenth of the price. And the ferry is just arriving, so many people coming from Dala to Yangon, obviously working, shopping, whatever, meeting people. So this there in the distance is the Yangon Dala Bridge, or the Korean-Myanmar Friendship Bridge, because the Koreans are doing the construction, and it was supposed to be open at the end of 2025, and then at the Independence Day on the 4th of January. This is what I found on the internet, but like I say, it's hard to get any information online. There's no confirmation of any sort of thing. So as of January 2026, the bridge is not open yet, so you cannot walk over. But I think there is gonna be a bike lane and a pedestrian lane, but I cannot check it out. So we're gonna take the ferry, just the old way. So many people are even bringing their rickshaws from Dala to Yangon to work during the day, make some money, and at the end of the day go back to their families and hopefully made a couple bucks. So this is how it works. Everybody coming to probably make some money. So everybody left the ferry, and I think in the morning hardly anybody going over. So the ferry gonna go probably quite empty on the other side. And I just want to buy some water for me for walking later. And they even have coffee here. So the ladies so friendly. Thank you, thank you. They have coffee, so I'm gonna have a coffee because my coffee at the hotel today was not good at all. So I think this one's gonna be better. So let's have a coffee and enjoy the ferry ride. The engine started. We are leaving, crossing the Yangon River, which is actually just a tributary of the much mightier Irrawaddy River. And I think the ride doesn't take that long. Probably just around 10 minutes.
How long have you been here?
2 days. 2 days, but stay 2 weeks. Yeah. So it's really not a long ride. It's only 10 minutes, I think. Not even. It's really quick. Going from Yangon River, crossing to Dala. Quite quick. It's not a big river, anyways. So let's.
Visit Dala?
I go now. Visit, yeah. So go visit Dala. Check out Dala. Made it to Dala. Made it to Dala. Very quick. But more people coming even this way than I thought. And my nice friend, he explained to me the last ferry back to Yangon goes at 7:30 p.m. So I think I have plenty of time today. Should work. Everything all right. But I think even if I would be late, there's all these little boats. They could probably take you on the other side. I just came off the ferry. Many guys asking for if I need a rickshaw ride. But like I said, they're not very pushy. You just say one time, thank you, I'm walking, that's it. But I forgot my stick on the boat. Found myself right another one. So I think I'm gonna need it. It's just probably a couple kilometers, 3-4 kilometers. Good morning, good morning. Just 3 kilometers through the town of Dala, and then it's gonna be just open road and nothing. This is the residential area of Dala. Not quite nice area, let's say. Really old, tiny houses. Many people live in basically like shacks, but still very friendly. Everybody's sitting outside, making breakfast, sitting with their neighbors, having tea, I would guess. It's again very nice walking around. This guy maybe has a little bit more money, build something fancy like this, but generally I read they call it the slum of Yangon, but it almost always when I'm entering this kind of places that people are even more friendly and laid back than if you're going somewhere around tourist sites, because then there's more guys trying to get money out of you. Here people just go about their daily life and just say hello. That's it. Everybody's nice to me. And again, do I feel safe here in this residential area, which is not quite upscale, let's say this way? I feel safe wherever I go here, wherever I go. We're gonna see later on how it's gonna be on the open road. But like I said, I don't get even any... There's even here a lot of buildings, I think from the military, but again, nobody ever asks me anything. Here you can see how the buildings look like, but everybody nice and laid back. Minglava. So yeah, I feel just fine. Now I'm leaving the built-up area of Dala, and this way it's 20 kilometers going south to the southernmost point of Yangon. It's just open highway. And here we are again. Tuk-tuk driver just stopped and asked me where I'm going. I said nothing particular. I'm going for a walk, just walking all day long. That's it. And he said, there is nothing. Why are you going this way? There is nothing. People can't understand that some people like walking. In many countries probably people don't go just for a walk, don't go just for a hike. For them, if you go any distance more than a kilometer, you have to take a ride, because it's what for? Walking is you just walk around the block to get some groceries, but you don't walk distances. There's people walking whole countries, people walking from China to Europe. There's all kinds of stuff, but for many people they just don't comprehend something like this, that you can be walking this stretch of road going 20 kilometers out of Yangon. I just passed 2 military checkpoints, and as I was approaching the military checkpoint, they have barricades and they were stopping every single vehicle. They were stopping pedestrians, basically questioning everybody, talking to them. I don't know, the ones who they know, maybe they let pass. The ones who they don't know, they have to question. And I was certain they will not let me go through the checkpoints. I approached them and opened my map and went to the soldiers and explained them that I'm walking through the whole city, showed them on the map that I'm walking from the northernmost point already 50 kilometers and that I have another 20 to go where I want to go, show them on the map where I want to go, and ask them if it's okay if I continue and if it's safe for me if they let me go. And they said, okay, go ahead. Again, I did not expect it. It's yeah, I don't know. I was sure that I just can turn around, stop the next tuk-tuk and go back to the ferry. But here I am, going still south. And of course, as you know, I cannot make any videos, take any pictures of the military, of government buildings, of nothing. So you gotta be careful basically where you filming, what you're taking pictures of, and even probably what you're saying. So, but I'm still glad I can walk and make my goal for today to get to the southernmost point, because again, I'm pretty sure no foreigner has ever been to that point. once again, I want to repeat what I said. I feel safe in Yangon. And the proof is actually that if it wasn't safe for a foreigner, for me, to walk around, come to these places here, the military now, they basically would have just put me on a next tuk-tuk, even in their own vehicle, and brought me back to the ferry terminal or Dala, Yangon, whatever, like they do in Pakistan. If they think that it's too dangerous for a foreigner to wander around, they just basically escort you, drive behind you, or they just straight up tell you you can't go there, put you in the vehicle and bring you back to the city. So, like I said, I feel safe, and if the military thought it would be out here too dangerous for me to walk, they wouldn't let me. I think the whole thing, the checkpoints, they probably just making sure that nobody is coming into Yangon with bad intentions. That's my take on it. I just met some arborists down there and talked to them a little bit. They're doing the same job basically what I'm doing in Germany, but they have to cut everything by hand, they said. I asked them if they have a chainsaw, they say no. Sometimes they get one, but just a handsaw. So they have to climb in their flip-flops, climbing up the tree and just cutting by hand until it's on the ground. So yeah, it's nice kind of talking to them. One guy, he was a seaman, long time on a ship, so he's seen some of the world and probably even some good equipment, safety rules and stuff. But here, he says that's what they have, they don't have more. So yeah, it's how it is. In these countries, it's basically all manual labor. Instead of having big machines, you just have 10 guys. What in Germany, one machine can replace, and you do it much quicker. But the machines also cost a lot of money. There's not much going on in these villages other than just rice farming. But therefore they have these rice mills, cleaning the rice, packaging, and these big trucks completely overloaded, bringing the rice probably to Yangon. And now it's the dry season, so they can just store it easily outside, but during the rainy season they would have troubles, I think, having all these bags not covered. Huge mill, big. Even some kind of factory around here. I didn't expect anything around here. It's the first village actually, south from Dala. They don't have many shops, but I see a liquor store. A lot of liquor. I think the popular thing is rum. They have rum from Mandalay. I think I noticed yesterday. So a couple places to buy some stuff, food, liquor store. So I guess people here like to drink. I'm 10 kilometers south of Dala, but you can see Yangon. You can see the high-rise buildings, even the bridge there. So you're so far out here in like really open farmland, and you can see the Shverakon Pagoda, the city. It's nice. Probably at night everything lit up. But for these people here, the poor rice farmers, living just kind of in a small shaded area, which is nice. And later on I'm gonna be walking through such a place because the southernmost point is actually in one spot like this. Oh my god, look at this! There's a whole duck farm here on this new made canal. They cleaned up the canal and all the ducks just got scared of me now standing on the bridge and going into the water. But there's also a dead pig. I think the pig wanted to get some water, and just because the banks are so steep, just couldn't get out anymore and just drowned.